Hello and welcome to my home. My name is Lisa and this is Mysterious Mystical Moments. And today is Fear Friday. Now, Fear Friday, I am going to be talking about Ohio this week. And the first hotel I will be telling you about is called the Golden Lamb. Now, the Golden Lamb was in 1803. 1803 by a Sarah Stubbs. Now actually it was a house at first, but now it's probably a bed and breakfast. But Sarah Stubbs moved into the Golden Lamb. It was formerly known as the Lebanon House. Excuse me, can't talk right today. Now, she made an imprint on the house, an imprint, which means when a spirit leaves an imprint in a house, it's like a movie that just keeps on playing over and over and over again, like a scene in a movie that keeps on playing over and over and over again. And that is what an imprint means. Or like a broken record where it just keeps on skipping back to the same thing over and over again. So if you see a ghost going through the house and it's going through the same routine as it does every day at that certain time, that means it's more or less an imprint in the house. So it's not really a haunt, it's just a image that has been stamped onto the home. So I don't know, it could be her, but Sarah lost her father at age 5, so that's why it was so traumatic for her in that house. That's why she keeps on going back to that horrific time in her life when her father passed away. And so that was like an imprint or a stamp, you stamped it, and that was the image that just keeps on going over and over again. Now, due to the tragedy, Sarah actually died at age 79. So, the little girl can be seen, Sarah, probably at age 5, can be seen dressed on the stairs or in her bedroom, in her old bedroom, and she rocks in room 4. So if you want to go there, you have to make sure that you go there and ask for room 4 or Harriet Beecher's room, Harriet Beecher Stowe's room, and that's 202. She is seen there in her rocking chair. And then there's Clement Valdanian. He was a lawyer who accidentally shot himself, reenacting his client's defense. He was showing or reenacting how the client actually, couldn't have killed the murderer or whatever, or couldn't be the murderer, and he accidentally shot himself, and that is in room, and that was in 1871. Now, the gaunt man sits in his room, working and looking out his room window, smoking cigars, so you can smell the cigar smoke coming from. And sometimes when people smoke in a house, you can smell it as soon as you walk in, and stuff like that, or they leave a film on your walls and everything. Well, back in them days, it was mostly wood, so wood holds a scent for a long time. Like if you smoked, it can hold a scent from you smoking cigars or cigarettes. So it holds it for a long time. Now, the next hotel or inn is in Granville, Ohio, and it's called the Buxton Inn. And Abraham Lincoln Henry Ford. Since 1812, the Buxton Inn was the last stagecoach line heading to Columbus. Now, people heard people heard it as a place for the Underground Railroad too. So the Underground Railroad was when the slaves would actually go through tunnels and go from the south up to the north, and where they were, free. And a lot of people had died going through these tunnels because they wanted their freedom. And to be honest, it's like now aliens, or not aliens, but illegal immigrants or legal immigrants come across the river from the south and try to come into our country because they want their freedom. They want a better life for their families. They want to survive because the things that they're coming from are horrific. So why, this is like the Underground Railroad. These are coming from being slaves and trying to get their freedom. So a lot of places, even in my home state of Iowa, we have Underground Railroad tunnels still. So a lot of these are haunted because people have died down there, or they've hidden down there from their masters or the people that were controlling them. There's also a lady in blue named Ethel Bonnie Houston, formerly owner room 9. So make sure you check out that. Her room smells of gardenias, and you can see her sitting in her chair rocking in front of the window. Now, a lot of places that I've seen, did throughout this month, you always see a lady in a rocking chair in front of a window, and they're all looking outside. Now, is it that fact that they can't move outside, or they're looking out longing for someone or waiting for someone to come, or are they sitting there in the sunlight and just basking in the warmth? Who knows? But I did, like I said, in almost every hotel or inn I did that, there's always someone sitting by the window. Now, her cat's with her, and this is a strange but true. Cat is with her, and her cat jumps on the bed and cuddles up to you when you sleep. Now, this is the visitors, the visitors or the people who occupy the room that night. They'll feel a cat purring, or hear a cat purring, and like it's snuggling up against your leg. There's also Mayor Buxton, previous owner of the hotel's namesake, can be seen around the hotel and smell of cigar smoke, of course. And the inn encourages people to explore these ghostly hauntings. So that would be a really cool place to go, and if you want to be a ghost hunter. The next place is the Lafayette Hotel, and it's named after Francis Marquis de Lafayette. He was a Centennial or Continental Army during Americans' Revolutionary War. And Reno Hogue and son Derwig Hogue built on the hotel in 1937, but most of the hauntings didn't happen. Most of the hauntings happened on the 3rd floor. Now, the third floor was where the family lived, while construction was working, of course. And there was this huge mirror downstairs, which, in the spirit world, mirrors are supposedly can trap trap people inside the mirror. And that is why, back in the older days, people would cover up a mirror and stop the clocks at the time of death. And that's where you get time of death, is when they stop the clock, is when you died. But when they cover up the mirror, that's so your soul don't get trapped inside the mirror. Well, there was a huge mirror downstairs in the lobby, and they thought, they're going to move it to the 3rd floor, to where the residence was, and it's beautiful, and let's just do it there, and it looks better there. So people say when they come and they take pictures, of the beautiful mirror and stuff like that, with them, that there's images in the mirror other than what is supposed to be there. These are the images of ghosts. and they can see images or dark spots or orbs or anything like that in the mirror as they look in there. So are these the ghosts of the Francis Marquise de Lafayette, or is it the image of the Hogue family? Now, could be both. Could be anybody that had died in a hotel, but it could be both. So those are the 3 hotels that I would tell you to go visit for Ohio. Now, I'm sure there's several other hotels, throughout the entire state, but those are the 3 that I've chosen. I hope you like and enjoy. Please subscribe. I noticed that a few people have been dropping off because of the algorithms and stuff. So if you like these, please tell everyone and share, and share some kindness. Shine your beacon of light for those in the dark. Peace.